Hey YouTube, it's Mike coming at you with another mail day video, and hopefully today I'll be in a little bit better mood than I was yesterday. Sorry about that. I was just kind of going through some decisions as a family for some things, but I'm really excited about today's mail day because I know what it is, and it's going to allow me to show you an aspect of my collection and really show you how, for me, collecting is connecting, not only with other collectors, which is really cool, but connecting with your past. I started collecting in 1981, so I've been doing it a really long time, and I love cards from when I was a kid, designs from when I was a kid, and so there's been one set that's I've kind of followed for a long time that I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of history about it. This will probably be a little longer video than normal, but just wanted to show you how it ties into my mail day and kind of how this set has really been a big part of my life. And the set that I'm talking about is 1983. Donruss came out with a set called Hall of Fame Heroes, and that's what they look like. This one happens to be signed by Mailday. There are 44 cards in the set, and I have the set itself of just the cards, and it was my first exposure to Hall of Famers, kind of learning about players, and on the back reading about their stats and what they did. And it really cool set for me. And so what I did was, as I've gotten older, bought the set obviously, but then it's like, okay, there's quite a few of these that can be autographed to the tune of about 27, 28 of them that can be autographed. And I have all of them autographed but one. The only one I'm missing is Joe Cronin, who is pretty much impossible to get. He died a month after these cards came out in 1983, so finding a Joe Cronin autograph is very difficult. There's one on eBay, but it's crazy expensive, so that may be one I just have to keep waiting on. The second hardest is Red Ruffing. He died not long after either, but I do have a Ruffing, and I have every other player. And so I'm going to show you those. I just showed you the mantle. I'm going to show you those. I'm going to show you my mail day, and then I'm going to show you what I've done in terms of creating a custom set, so it all kind of comes together. So I'm not going to show you all of the ones that I have, but I'll show you quite a few. And what I'm going to do is flip around the video. Oh, maybe I can't. I don't know that I can flip it while I'm talking. So here is Hank Aaron. Most of mine are slabbed. The mantle wasn't. I'm going to send that in. That's actually in my next batch to send to PSA to get slabbed, along with Bob Feller, Duke Snyder, and Red Ruffing. All are not slabbed, so I'm going to send those in, but these are my slabbed ones. Luke Appling. I'm going to go through these fast. James Cool Papa Bell, near mint 7. Lou Bedrew. Bill Dickey, Jim mint 10. Autographs on these cards just look gorgeous, especially like a sharp blue Sharpie just looks fantastic. There's Charlie Gehringer and a mint 9. How that's not a 10, I don't know. Autograph, it's beautiful. Burley Grimes, mint 9. I have 2 Burley Grimes. The other one looks terrible. It's in a just regular ink pen. Monty Irvin. Al Kaline, Jim mint 10. Bob Lemon, Johnny Mize, Stan the Man Musial, near mint 8. I have some of these raw too that aren't slabbed, so I have quite a few of them that are autographed, period. Robin Roberts, Frank Robinson, and Early Win, near mint 8. Frank Robinson was a Jim mint 10. So that's kind of what they look like autographed, those cards. And so then in 2004, and we'll get to my mail day, in 2004 Donruss came out with, in their Diamond Kings, they did kind of a retro honoring, they did kind of a retro thing to recreate this set with some newer players. And what they did was they used the same design, and they made bat and jersey cards and autograph cards of some more modern Hall of Famers and some that were in the original set. And if they were in the original set, they used the same picture, which was really cool. So I got 4 cards here, and I'll show them to you that I got in the mail. Here is Gary Carter. Isn't that cool? And then these are cards from that use the same picture as the original card. The Gary Carter, by the way, is numbered to 25. Here is Ralph Kiner. I have an autographed version of this. This is the regular card, but this is a double bat, numbered to 25. This is one of my favorites that I got. Is Roy Campanella. That's the same picture he used on the card. This one's also numbered to 25, but it's a bat jersey combo relic. And then I don't have an auto, there's not a card of him in the set of Steve Carlton, which I show you right there. But there is a, Perez Steel, and so they just, I don't know how they made this, but they used a painting. And there you go, numbered to 32 autograph of Steve Carlton. So now I don't need to get a Steve Carlton. So I found a bunch of these on eBay. They're very, very hard to find, and I paid decent money for them. But I really, really wanted them. I missed out on a ton. Some guy must have had a collection. He was selling them. There was an absolute ton of them that were out there. I picked up these. Luckily, I didn't get outbid. So then, this has happened several years ago. I knew these 04s were out there from the Diamond Kings. And so I said, I really love that design. And I have a ton of Hall of Famer 3x5 cards that are signed. And so I said, you know what if I could make a custom set of Hall of Famers using the Hall of Fame Heroes design from Donruss, but making it a little bit better. So here's one as an example. I have a ton of them, by the way, that I've done. A guy made these for me. So there's the Walt Alston. And to give you an idea, here's the mantle next to it. So you can see the similar look and feel, the star, the red and blue border, the Donruss logo, the red nameplate, all there together. So I took that design, had a guy make me these customs. On the back it says Moynihan Collection 1 of 1. I wrote the back, which looks similar to the back of the original cards. And I made these customs out of 3x5s that I would send him, and the picture I would use is off of a Perez Steel or some other painting, a Diamond Kings card maybe, if they had it. And so I've got literally a ton of these. Walt Alston, I've probably got 50 of them here. I don't want to bore you with all of them, but what I tried to find, here's Richie Ashburn, is a great auto that could be cut and centered, unlike all the card companies now that are making autos, and the cut autos look terrible. I wanted mine to be really good, so I went through and found the best candidate for to be going in the middle. Like, look at Earl Averill right there. I mean, perfectly centered cut autograph. The cut takes up the whole window. All the windows are the same size. Sometimes it was difficult, like there's Max Carey. His stuff was at the top. There's Gary Carter. But look how pretty that looks in that. Oh, it's the same picture. Let me get the Gary Carter I just got. Look, same picture. Some of these are pretty easy. Here's a good one. Dizzy Dean. Isn't that cool looking? There's Dizzy Dean. Don Drysdale. Perfectly centered. Joe DiMaggio. So you're saying, well, Mike, why would you cut up an autograph of these players? I already got plenty of them, so these are all extras. Leo DeRocher. So it wasn't that huge of a deal. And there's stuff that's going to stay in my PC forever. I'm not going to sell them. Whitey Ford. Look how good Ford Frick looks. Jessica, will you grab that? Phone's ringing. Sorry about that, guys. Lefty Gomez. I just want you to see, I'm showing you so many because they look really good. Goose Gosselin. Rich Gossage. Oh, and by the way, so here's a good thing to show. So this Gosselin was JSA. So on the back, what I had him do was cut out a little window and put the JSA sticker on there. Isn't that neat? So Lefty Grove. Some of these are really hard. Chick Hayfie's a hard auto. Jesse Haynes, not that hard. Waite Hoyt. Kell. Here's a great one. Sandy Koufax. Freddie Lindstrom. Ted Lyons. Eddie Matthews. Joe McCarthy. Sorry I'm going so fast. Joe Medwick. Joe Morgan. Molitor. Here's a great one. Satchel Paige. It's awesome, isn't it? Pee Wee Reese. Hard one here, Sam Rice. There's one of my favorites, Nolan Ryan. Seaver. The Wizard. Spawn. Willie Stargell. Let's see if there's any more. There's so many. No, that is it. So, for me, it's all about connecting the old set, getting it, finding autographed versions of it, finding the newer stuff that they've tried to make retro, and then making it my own, something I'm going to have in my PC, and use cut autos that, you know, I would never otherwise just be a boring old a boring old 3x5 card. Some of them I've even sent in to PSA. Here's one, Leon Day, that came back as a mint 9. Another one, Joe Torre, mint 9. How that's not a 10. Give me a break. Look how pretty that is. But they'll slab them too, so I know they'll slab them. And so I know this is a long video. I appreciate all your comments, guys, yesterday from my, just first world problems. And thank you guys for watching. Leave me comments below. Let me know what you think. And I appreciate you watching. Thanks. Take care.